Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever seen a violin locked in a glass case? It's a beautiful polish, delicate and perfect. But here's the thing, it doesn't make a sound, no matter how finely crafted it is, unless someone is willing to pick it up and play. It will never fulfill its purpose. It will never produce the music. That violin is your voice, and many of us go through life admiring our own potential yet too afraid to let it sing. Today, I stand here in front of you all with one simple message. Your voice was not meant to be silent. It was meant to speak with courage and confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, in this precious opportunity, please allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Ibnu Sabugin Nafsi, and I'm from MBI Amaratul Ummah, Pacet, Mojokerto. Ladies and gentlemen, why is speaking so hard sometimes? Let's be honest, speaking in front of people is scary. Many of us have been there. You stand up to talk, and suddenly your heart is beating fast, your palms are sweating, and you forgot what you want to say. These feelings are natural. It's called fear. But fear doesn't mean we are weak. It just means that something matters to us. The important thing is, don't let fear control you. Let it push you. Because the world needs your voice. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever stayed silent when you actually want to speak? Maybe you had a great idea in class. Or you saw something unfair. Or maybe you just want to ask for help. But you say nothing. Why? Because of fear. Because you thought your voice doesn't matter. But let me tell you this. Your voice does better. Your words can make a difference. And your message is important. Even when your voice is shakes, say what needs to be said. Even if you're scared, speak anyway. Because silence might feel safe, but only speaking can bring change. Ladies and gentlemen, real courage is not being fearless. Some people think, if I were more confident, then I will speak up. Well, confidence doesn't come first, but courage does. Courage is standing up, even when you're the only one standing. Courage is saying yes to the opportunity, even when you feel like saying no. And courage is speaking, even when your voice is shaking. And if you keep practicing that, slowly, confidence grows. And confidence is about being a best speaker. It's about being a real speaker. Clear, honest, and brave. Ladies and gentlemen, now I will give you 3 simple ways to start speaking with more courage and confidence. First, preparing well. If you're preparing well, you feel more ready. Write down your ideas, practicing them. You can start from write your daily activity, make a mind mapping. And when you make a mind mapping, you can write all your big ideas and break it down into small parts. And you can use your ideas into a structure. Then, after your structure is ready, you have to practice your speaking. You don't need a big stage for practice. You can start from your family, your friends, or someone who close to you. Second, focus on the process, don't see the result. If you think too much about what people think or what people say about you, you will get nervous. But guess what? Even bad speakers do that. The key is keep going. Remember that you're speaking not to impress, but you're speaking to connect, to share, and to make an impact. And the last point is don't be perfectionist. You may get stumbled, you may not get every word right. But guess what? Even best speakers do that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a short story. There is a young boy who is very shy. He never gave opinions. He never raised his hands. But one day, his teachers told him to come forward and talk about what he cared about. He was afraid, but he said yes. He wrote down his ideas, his practice, and he stood in front of the class. His voice was soft at first, but slowly it got stronger. After he finished, the whole class is clapped, and after that day, his life is changed. Not because he became a professional speaker, but because he realized that his voice is better. That boy could be you, and that moment could be today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me return to that violin. Imagine someone finally picking it up and play. Not a professional, not a perfect, just someone willing to try. The first few notes may be shaky, but after that, something beautiful begins to emerge. That's what happens when you speak. You may get stumble, you may not get every word right, but when you're speaking with courage and confidence, your voice creates something powerful, something real, and something that others need to hear. So today, I will leave you by a words by Anonym. If my mind can conceive it, if my heart can believe it, then I can receive it. Thank you, Bulas I say, and see ya.